Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Just give me 1 second. Oh, oops, I forgot to do something. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Hold on. uh, Give me 1 second. Oh, I was like, why can I not search people? But okay, that makes sense. I'm just trying to figure something out on Discord. What is going on? Anyways, hello, how's it going? I am nerding so hard. I'm doing game deving stuff, for real. How are you doing? Let me just post some stuff. Alright. There we go. Okay, everything should be sorted, hopefully. Nice. Let's go. Oh yeah, I wanted to try this thing. So I don't know if you can see it, but on the top left I have my chat, right? And if you notice, I have a suffix or an extension, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to see if it works for others. So let me quickly do that. I just need to find the website for it. There is a website where you can apparently, well, not apparently because I tried it, but it was like a long time ago and I forgot how to do it. Give me a second. My keyboard is in a... Wait, hold on. Something isn't right. Nah, it's fine. It's good enough. All right. I was gonna say there is a thing that this person made. Nothing ever is right. That's true. That is very true. Let me know if it works. If you log in, it should give you an option to add a suffix. And it should be displayed in my chat extension widget thing after you've done it. And I want to see if it actually updates or not. Because I didn't try it. The link got automated? What? No, it didn't. I can see it. I don't have automod. Huh? I'm so confused. What does it say? Does it just not, is it not there? Or something? What? Why? Because I don't have automod. Why would it do that? Let me try again. What about now? Huh? Wait, what does it say? Does it not say anything? Is it just not there? And if I say like test, do you see it? Hmm. Even the test isn't there? What? Okay, maybe refresh your page. Maybe that's on your side because I can see it. Yeah, nice. Do you see the messages, or did they disappear? It sometimes happens to me. I had a different bug like multiple times where people were chatting and I didn't see anything except one message, the last one, and it was at the top. Like it was clearing itself every single time a new message was sent. And it was very annoying. But I've never seen that one. That is weird. Well, if it works, that's good. Let me know when you've logged in. All right. So, what are we doing today? 2 days ago, I streamed like a little side project that I was working on, which was like a platformer thing, and I was trying to figure out collisions that are better than the default area collisions in Godot. So I wanted to continue on that, but it's basically done. I just have to port it to the player and then figure out a way to make the player invincible on hit. Or I don't know if I will have like a health system, but do something about that. I wanted to add a new state to the player where it was like a bouncing state. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to add some particles, and I wanted to add hit stop. And then that's about it, I think. I wanted to try some generation so we can actually play the game. All right. It's been fun working on this small project, honestly. It's a nice distraction from the clicker stuff, and it looks nice. That's another thing, because the clicker doesn't have art made yet, so I'm waiting on that. But yeah. So yeah, we need to port all of this because what I thought, like what I realized was that the player should be the one checking for collisions instead of the enemies, because well, how do I say this? we're calling stuff on the player anyways from here, and it would have to be, I would have to make it like replicatable somehow, like, or do, like, I don't know how to use it, or reusable, there we go. It's like basically so it can be used on any enemy, and that's not a thing. So I was thinking just like make it like all of this can go there and see how well it works. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna do. So this would be a function basically, this whole thing. Ooh. And I don't think I need this then. This can be not here, and this doesn't have to be here as well. There we go. What have you been up to, by the way? Or anyone watching? How's it going? Right, let's make this a function. I'm gonna put it here because I need to delete all of this anyways. Check for enemy collisions. There we go. Oh, whoops. This first one has to be like that. There we go. Oh yeah, right. And now we have to reverse it. Oh, okay. This is another thing, right? Instead of doing a collider like this, I was thinking of either having a class called enemy or just pretending that it has to be a character body, but I have to think about it a little bit because it is on the player, we can call the state machine directly, but the problem is that we don't know what the enemy can do, and the enemy will probably have like a function called like die or something, or on death or something like that, right? But or take damage, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever have any enemies that have more than one health or something, but it's probably better to do it that way because yeah, I think I'm gonna have like a masterclass for enemies and then extend it to each enemy that I want to do. I think that's a good way to do it instead of doing it like no, it's the easier way to do it, not the better way to do it. That's what I meant. Yeah. Not been doing all that much, mostly working, and been spending the day learning Zig. I've heard of that, but I don't know what that is. Zig. Yeah, it rings a bell, but I don't know exactly what it is. It's programming language, I see. For what? Is there a specific use case or? Also, yo, I messaged you yesterday before you went to sleep, I think. And I was like, hey, you wanna play what is it called? Buckshot roulette. And wait, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Because I thought the multiplayer update came out because I've seen videos of people playing it, but they got it a week early. You messaged me like 30 seconds after I stopped watching Discord. Nice. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Let me just hide my... How do I do this even? I'm gonna screenshot it, that's how I'm gonna do it. Or actually, can I open just achievements without this showing up? No. Cool. I don't have anything here, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. If you see something weird, don't think about it. Alright. So I played this game, right? I was like, holy shit, it's on sale because I have a bundle thingy. And the multiplayer came out, so I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. Is what I thought. The multiplayer didn't come out. It's gonna come out on Halloween, right? So I was like, either it's gonna go up in price or it's gonna be on sale, and I don't want to risk it, so I just got the bundle thing, which was like 30 cents off or something. And then I was playing until like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., whatever. And I got basically most of the achievements, which is insane because Full House is the hardest achievement you can get in the game. It's 1.3% of the players. And I got it by accident. Well, not really. I knew that it was there, right? Because I was looking at the guides to achievements. And then I accidentally, while playing, I was like, wait a minute, I have all the items, because what you're supposed to do is use all items in Double or Nothing, which is hard because there's 9 items and you have 8 slots, I think. Yeah. So you need to use all of them on your side and then use adrenaline to get the last item, but the dealer has to have the last item. So it's so hard to do, and some people were trying for hours and didn't get it, and I got it like... How much did I play for? In 2 hours and 40 minutes, or whatever it's 2.4 hours, right? I don't know if it's actually 40 minutes. But yeah, it's kind of funny that I just got it that fast. But no, the multiplayer isn't out, which I'm very sad about. It is what it is. Kind of like C but better. I see. I think it's neat, no more reason. I wanted to get into C, so might as well try out Zig. Nice. Yeah. Does it work with like the usual C stuff? If you want to make like an engine from scratch or something, would that work? I guess it would, right? Why wouldn't it? Yeah, nice. That's pretty neat. I'm too smooth-brained for C. If I were to like get into like more complex languages, even though it's not really a complex language, I would go for Rust. Because I tried Rust before and I still don't understand it completely, and it's nothing like C, I think. But I guess I did C++, but simplified version of it. Rust is like, I wouldn't say it's a complex language, it's very anal. That's a better description, I think. Like, it's so specific. It wants you to know everything about your code, right? I don't think that's complex. It's just like, yeah, very much interchangeable. Nice. Oh, C and C++ compiler on top. Nice. I'd rather say that stay and use C++ before even touching Rust. I like control and not to be babysat. Yeah. Understandable. I like Rust because it's babysitting me. If it's telling me specifically what I am doing wrong. You know what I mean? That's what I like. That's why I every single time I make a new project in Godot, Godot is not known, or GDScript is not known for like having a very strict syntax and whatever. It's very like do whatever you want. If it doesn't work, it's your fault kind of thing. So instantly I turn on typed typing, so it treats non-typed variables and stuff as an error. And I do automatic completion of typing, and I do like a bunch of stuff, so it's so as strict as possible, basically, because it's so better. It's so much better for me to understand what's going on, even if I like if I don't have it and I type the code, right? I program it, whatever. Without it being typed, like strictly typed, I don't know what's going on because it's just guessing, and I'm also guessing what it's doing, right? And I'd rather shoot myself rather than some language beating me with a bat constantly. I mean, yeah, understandable. If you just want to do it like fast and have control over everything and stuff like that, then I understand that, yeah. All right, let's make a... First, let's make a... Oh yeah, but it's like, what do you think about my pigeon palette? We got a new palette based on... Where is it? Blue Sky. Oh yeah, but it's like also go get on Blue Sky. It's so good. You have no clue. You can also search it without you can like look it up or look up the feed without being signed in. It's like there is no ads, there is no like bullshit. Like I go on Twitter and I see people dying, racism, sexism, homophobia, fucking I don't know, everything. I go on Blue Sky, I see art, cats, and game development. And sometimes furries for some reason. That's about it. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing like okay, there is for sure something bad, right? Every single social media has that, but like it's so much better that like I can't explain how much better Blue Sky is than Twitter. You have to get on Blue Sky. It's so nice. Speaking of, I liked this post. Yeah, this one. Pigeon. And I was like, wait a minute, I can use that as a color palette. So I did. And now we have a pigeon palette somewhere. Pigeon. Also, don't worry about the gay palette. This I didn't make this. My friend did. It actually looks pretty neat, but you know, let me plug in my controller. Oh yeah, right. It's gonna... Let's just comment that out real quick. There we go. It looks okay, but it's funny that it's a pigeon palette, you know what I mean? It doesn't have the pink, but I ran out of colors. I don't even have Twitter. Yeah, exactly. But it's not Twitter. That's not what it is. It's not supposed to be what Twitter is now. It's supposed to be what Twitter was. Like Blue Sky was founded by Twitter, like the old Twitter. The same guy who founded Twitter made Blue Sky before Elon Musk took over, right? And yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, I use Twitter because of promotion and stuff, but like lately it's been a shithole. It's so bad. So I was like, fuck it, I'm never using it again. Or if I am, I just post something and leave. I don't want to hang out in there, you know what I mean? Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. The thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's neat. I like it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to make the script. Wait, where's my player? Oh, it's here. Okay, we want. I'm trying to think if we want a class or a scene of enemy, because most enemies will be. They will have to have a collision box, right? Or all enemies will have to have a collision box. So I'm thinking. No, I'll just make a script. It's probably fine. Scripts. Well. It will yell at me if I don't have a collision shape on a character body, but the problem is that why I will have to do it every single time, right? I don't know. It's probably fine. Let's just make a script. Let's call it enemy. It's gonna be a character body 2D. And we don't want any movement stuff. Class name, enemy. And we want the enemy to have hit points, right? Export hit or H. What is an HP? Health point or a hit point? Doesn't really matter, right? Int 1. Meat point. You know what? Exploding meat when you stomp on an enemy isn't a bad idea. Because I do have to make a... Oh, that would be kind of sick. Wait a minute, you're onto something. Am I gonna go... Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost fell off my chair. Cool. Am I gonna go the ultra kill routes with this game? Meat point. You know what? Fuck it. It is meat point. Right. We want... Let's do a export... range. How does that work in the new one? Or greater? What does that mean? Oh, okay. I see. The editor will not cap the value at the range boundaries. But what the fuck is the point then? What do you mean? That isn't that the whole point of having a range, to cap the value? I thought that was the whole point of that, no? Am I going insane? What's going on? Hold on. Where's my enemy? Let's try it. Let's do 0. No, 1 is the minimum, and then I don't know, 10 or 100, whatever. And then let's say int. Oh wait, no. What was it? Is greater? Isn't what was it again? Or greater. Right. Or great. Oh my god. Or greater. Is that how that works? Oh yeah, and then we need one more, which is okay. Now it's giving me proper autocomplete. Right, because we needed a like how much it's yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now if I oh yeah, and we need a function called uh also I should probably specify that this is enemy health health points. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure you're able to do a suffix. Can I do both the suffix and the suffix MP? Imagine. It's not complaining. Is it actually gonna let me do that? That's funny. Let's do die. Explode. Beautiful. Ooh. Or squish, get squished on explodes. Nah, it's fine. Explode. If someone has suggestions, let me know, but for now it's just this. Exploded or something, I don't know. It's fine. Alright. We're what I was gonna say we're vibing. We're vibing. Oh wait, probably it's a good idea to nah, it's fine. Anyways, let's do that, and then we want to extends enemy, and this can stay how it is. And then meet. Oh my god, it is 1 MP. That's funny. Well, that works. Beautiful. And I should not be able to go below 1, but I should go above 100. So if I do 100, nice. So if I do like 0, it's gonna do 1. Nice. Cool. Perfect. All right. Oh yeah, Brezak, I asked the girlie who owns the server where it's located, and she said US. But I think it's okay. So if you want, we can get some people together and get a faction on that server. Um, let's do it. Nice. We can do that. Oh wait, actually, no. We don't want an explode. We have to take damage because, well, we want both. We want take damage and explode because take damage. Because what if, you know? Oh my god. Oh wait, please. Meat points minus equals 1. Or amount. That's probably better. There we go. And then if meat points is less than or equal to, is the other way around? 0, explode. Nice. All right, that works. And then now we can go back. And then we can do... Well, actually, we don't need anything, no? Because this can get called from the player. So now we can say var collider collision get collision as enemy. So this will try to cast it as an enemy. If it's not a enemy class, then it's null. So then we don't have to check anything, and we can say, okay, if the collider is not null, which means it's an enemy, get the normal. If it's more than... No, it should be less than 0, because we're doing it the other way around. So if it's up, that means we can kill it. And then I didn't mean to click that. And then we need the collision box of the... No, we don't. We need the collider, and we need to take damage. And then state machine transition to next state player jumping. We want this to be not jumping but bouncing, but it should be fine. And then I'm gonna print rich how is it, like this, and then color equals red. Slash color. Is that how that works? I forgot. Doesn't seem to be working at all. Oh yeah, because we're not checking. I am not even doing anything. Whoops. Let's do that real quick. We want to do it right here after everything. Or should I do it as the first thing? Probably not, it's fine. Check for enemy collisions. And now we should... Yeah, there we go. And I get teleported because that's the default thing that happens. Now, for some reason it did it twice. I'm not sure why. That is very strange. I guess it's because it's gonna call multiple times per frame because we're still inside before we teleport or something. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. All right, so in that case, we want to disable collisions on the bat if they explode, right? So the enemy... Oh yeah, and we need to like stop processing. Depending on how we want to do the... Do I want bodies? Probably not. I just want like jibs or gibs or whatever it's called. Is it jibbing or gibbing? Is there a correct way to say that? I actually don't even know if I want that, honestly. I just want an explosion, but I guess that would look cool. I guess we can just say Q3, right? So technically it's just gonna die when we touch it from, yeah. That works. Oh yeah, and I need to add, right, I forgot to do that. I need to add, I was thinking, right, where's my, why do I even need this? Goodbye. I was thinking maybe it's a good idea to let's just get rid of that. Acceleration and friction should be lower, I think. Because it feels very snappy right now, and that's not a bad thing. I just feel like it's too snappy. I don't know how to explain, but there should be, you know, should be something that let's do like 2,400. That's too much probably. 3,400. That feels exactly the same. Well, no, it doesn't. Let's do 2,400 above friction and acceleration. I mean, there is something, but I don't think it's enough. 1,400, maybe, and 2,000. There we go. Now we're sliding. That's too much. Now we're heavy. That's not what I want. Let's do 1,000. No, 2,000 and 2,400. Okay, now it's, I don't know, this feels weird now. Now it feels like I don't have as much control, which, I mean, I don't, makes sense. I really need the jump buffer. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like that. I think this is fine. I don't know. 3,000 was too much though, that's the thing. It feels good though, like, that's the thing, like maybe the deceleration is what, like the friction is the thing that I don't want high. Let's do the same. No, let's do 3,000. Let's do less. That doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Honestly, I don't feel it. It's still pretty much the same thing. Do I use friction for anything? That's a good question. I do. For slowing down, apparently. That's interesting. Because I don't feel it. It's probably fine. Alright, let's do the buffering first because it's pissing me off. Hold on. Where's my flipping state? Give me falling, and I'm just gonna copy the jump buffer timer. Where was it? Ready. Right. I don't have that here. We need to call super as well. Just because there's stuff that I do before that. There we go. And we need jump buffer timeout as well. Let's just put it here. Let's see. I was thinking of back to Minecraft for a second. I was also thinking of like going to Mordecai's server, if anyone knows who that is. But the problem with that server is just I'm pretty sure it's just vanilla, and I really don't care about vanilla Minecraft. So I think the Nostalgia Squared one is better. Or it looks better. It looks very promising. It fixes a lot of the problems that I have with the game. That's the thing. Oh, okay, jump buffer. What? Jump buffered false. Do I do anything special on exit here? I do. I stopped the... Do I even have exit on flipping? I do. Yeah, right, because I'm resetting this. That's true. Well, it's a cosmetic thing, so it can be here. Yeah, there we go. I really haven't looked at it, but I never really enjoyed Minecraft to begin with. When did you start playing the game? Because from my experience, I started when the game was like very early, and then I switched to console version, which had some good stuff about it as well, and then I went to the PE version, the Pocket Edition, before Bedrock was a thing, like the Bedrock Edition. Because right now the Pocket Edition runs Bedrock, I'm pretty sure. Or I think Pocket Edition was the first Bedrock engine, I'm pretty sure. And then they evolved it so they can port to everything else. Back when Survival was first released? Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed the game before they started adding things that made no sense. Like hunger. Or like my first experience was I wanted to play creative because I didn't enjoy the survival aspect. Right? Don't mind the dog, by the way. But yeah. But didn't enjoy it back then, really, and didn't now. Yeah, I feel like it's a better game now, but it's not like it can be even better. You know what I mean? I feel like Microsoft kind of fucked it. Like at this point, they're adding one thing per billion years, and it makes no sense. Like it doesn't do anything. And I always liked modded Minecraft more than normal Minecraft because, especially the ones that change everything. Java, yeah. It's not great. It's you can tell that it's like duct tape after duct tape after duct tape. That's why they made a new engine, right? Yeah. It's not great. But that's why I wanted to try mods, and like the Nostalgia Squared mod pack thing it looks very good. Like it's basically everything that was good in the old versions, but then with the quality of life stuff with the new versions, right? So I'm kind of excited to try it out. No one uses Bedrock though. It's dog shit and no mods for it. Yeah, because they don't want you to mod for it. They want money, right? That's why the whole marketplace exists. It's just Roblox if it was Minecraft, right? And even worse, actually. At least you can have tools in Roblox that aren't dog shit, but like Roblox is a good engine in my opinion. I have not used it, but from what I've seen at least, it's pretty good. It's very different from like normal stuff that you would think of. It's more like Gary's mod, I think, or Gmod, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know. I think I enjoyed Vintage Story more than Minecraft. Honestly. But yeah, let's see if this works. Never heard of that one. It's like Minecraft, but like more. I don't think it works. No, it doesn't. It's like yeah, I don't know. It's more hardcore. That's what I can. That's all I can say. I think. Why is this not working? Is my question. I think jump buffered. Like something isn't right with that. I think this is false by default, and I forgot to turn it on somewhere. Oh yeah. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh yeah, the update. Right, we're not leaving the state properly. That's why. Because we don't have a state that checks for jump buffers. That makes sense. Spooky movie night? No way. 6 hours. That's 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. Wait, is it? No, it's 12. I'm stupid. All right. Oh, you know what's a good one though? If you don't like Minecraft, play Reign of Nether. Reign of Nether. This thing. It's basically just an RTS. It's a mod for Minecraft, but it looks amazing. Like I can't believe this is a mod for Minecraft. It looks really good. It's pretty nice. It's basically nothing like Minecraft. It's just an RTS. But it looks really nice. And from what I've seen, I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, it looks like I've seen people who play RTS on a daily basis, and they said that it's really good. So, not really. It's a mod, so you can take optimization mods into account, right? Like depending on what it's running on, I think it's Forge. You can do like not Optifine. That's bad. I don't know. Sodium or all of those like optimization ones. I forgot the names. They're specific on the specific mods tool thingies. Because you can optimize Minecraft really well with mods. Like, it can run really, really well. Someone made a ray tracer that is basically probably even faster, like a mod for ray tracing in Minecraft that is faster than the original original Minecraft, because it's using voxel stuff. Like, you don't see any transparent 2D objects, everything is a voxel, and that's why it can be so fast. There's no like polygon stuff, it's all, you know, well, there is polygon stuff, but you know what I mean. It's mostly voxels. Specific master mods, it's like let me see, Forge, or let's do MC optimizations mods. Yeah, sodium, lithium, entity culling, ferrite core, Embiddium, fast workbench, clumps, coal leaves. Yeah, there's a bunch. Optifine is Starlight is pretty good as well. Modern fix. Yeah, there's a bunch that basically optimize the game. And it's actually, like, it actually works very well. Which is funny, because you're adding more stuff to make stuff faster. Yeah. It's pretty neat. Right, let's do the where's my check? I should probably comment it out. There it is. No, that's the coyote jump buffer. There we go. Oh, that's after we slide and move. Interesting. Why would I do it after? I'm not gonna question it. It's probably fine. I forgot how I did this. It was like 2 days ago and I already forgot why. So when we when we want to jump and we have a buffer jump, then... Wait. No, when we attempt to jump, we buffer a jump. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. And then if we land and we have a buffer jump, we jump. Which would be the first one. Yeah. There we go. Is that gonna work? I'm pressing it now. Yes, it does. There we go. So when we press the jump now, yep, it's gonna jump. But if I press it now, it's not gonna jump. There we go. Huge. We have jump buffering. All right. Then we want a new state, which is gonna be called probably like bouncing or something. It's the same thing as flipping, but we're going upwards. Which would mean it's the same thing as jumping, pretty much. I think. But because it is the same thing as jumping, I don't know if I want to do corner correction when we no, we can do corner correction on bouncing as well. I think it's fine. Yo. What was it again? Yo, what was the thing about feet? Oh my god, I forgot. Masnahala. I beat. This doesn't make sense to anyone except the two of us. How's it going? Smrditi nohu? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yo. How's it going? I sent the Muerte type beat to Atharella. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I forgot. It's very hard. I've never managed to do it correctly. Like a week ago, and she said that she didn't have time to work on it, but this week she said she will have more time, so we'll see what she's gonna cook up. But yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So the reason I want to make a separate state is because we can check for well, I mean, I guess that would be easier with the jumping as well. It's gonna look better, in my opinion, because you keep spinning when you keep bouncing. But also, I feel like we could give more control to the player when they bounce. You know what I mean? So it encourages the player to do combos. So like the gravity, for example, can be oh yeah, no, I was gonna do it anyways because okay, I'm gonna explain this in a better way. If we jump on an enemy, it's right now it goes to jumping, which means we can do a fast fall, which is when you stop holding the jump button, you fall really fast, right? Or instantly start falling. And the same goes for when we jump on the enemy, which right now isn't good because that means that it's gonna feel really bad if you accidentally stop holding the jump button while, like, the second you jump on an enemy, you will just fall, which doesn't feel good. So we want the player to not be able to fast fall when bouncing. That way they have more control, or they have more time, I guess, to position themselves to the next target. And then I was also thinking that the gravity of falling or jumping would be halved or something like that, right? So you or something like that, like where you have more control over your movement while you're bouncing, so you can do combos or similar stuff. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be, but I think that could be nice. Very smrdí, you know who today was cleaning the roof. The roof leaves? The roof... What? The roof full of leaves and almost fell off the ladder? Jesus. Did you die? Chat, is this real? Is this your ghost talking? It's spooky season, would be on point, you know? Almost. Well, because you're typing, I assume you survived, so congratulations, and try not to do that again. English is broken. Speaking of, do you wanna work on your English? Because I have the perfect way to do it. We have a server with a bunch of friends, and I was gonna ask you if you wanted to join, like, I don't know how many months ago. We usually, like, sometimes we play games, sometimes we just chill, whatever. So, but I would have to ask others as well before. But yeah, I'll let you know. if you want. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna make the new state. Right. Luckily, it's very easy to do that. If we do player, no, we can just duplicate one. Where's the jumping one? There it is. Duplicate. Let's call it bouncing. And then we need to go to the player state, add it here, const. This is not necessary, but it's good for auto completion. Bouncing. Bouncing. There we go. We go to the bouncing state. We add it to the player. The idle should be the initial one, yep. Yeah, no problem. I'll just have to ask before I invite you. Also, I know you mentioned a lot of stuff or multiple times that you wanted to do game dev in Roblox. I'm pretty sure. Was that you? I think it was, right? Why Roblox specifically? Oh yeah, we don't need this anymore. That's true. The land dust doesn't have to be there because we're not landing. And we don't want to leap, we want to flip. Sorgi. Alright. Right, we can leave the corner correction. I think it's okay. Unless... Nah. I think it's fine. For now. No one is gonna notice, I'm sure. I can already imagine the speedruns of this game. It's gonna be insane. When people discover that there's corner correction that also works on enemies. I'm sure there's not gonna be any exploits with that at all. Nothing can go wrong. Let me quickly do the flipping one. Where is it? Because I want to know. So we don't want any buffers, I don't think. Well, no, we do want buffers, but only when we land on something that isn't an enemy, which... I don't know if that's possible. Well, I guess it is. We can check for... Oh, this is kind of awful, though. I don't like what I'm gonna... what I'm about to do, but... I don't think there's any other way. Because I do want jump buffers on when you land on a... You know, anything that isn't an enemy, right? The problem with that is that we have to do it... We have to check for the same thing twice. Which... It's okay. But I would rather not do that. You know what I mean? So... Let me see something. We want to, when we exit of the bounce stuff, there's no exit, okay. We want to reset, not exit tree, just exit. And we want to do player, sprite, rotation degrees 0. We want to reset that, and we also want to... Am I resetting the... Where is it? Jumping? No, which one was it? Falling? What was the one that I needed to add the buffer to? Flipping, right? Yeah. Oof, wait, I just realized something though. Ooh, okay, this might be a problem. Ooh, okay. It's fine. Well, I thought at first it would be easier and faster to make games there. My friend showed me his project and we were digging inside the code and stuff and trying to change stuff and or adding new something new there, and it feels somehow faster and easier to understand for me, but I know it could be limiting in some way. I think it's all about the language that you're using, right? Because it's a Lua, or some sort of Lua language, right? It's not actually Lua, I'm pretty sure. But I think you should try... Well, it depends on what you want, right? Like what kind of game you want to do, because depending on the game, you should choose an engine, not the other way around. You should get the perfect engine for your game, not the perfect game for your engine. Or I guess you can do that too, but it's harder to do it that way. But when it comes to simplicity in languages, Godot isn't that far off. It's pretty much very similar. I mean, Lua is even simpler, I think, but like, it's not that different than like Python and GDScript. What was I doing? Bouncing. Right, so we start flipping, we want to be rotating. And we want to put that at the end of the update function. And then we don't want any fast falling. So we don't care about that. We go back to flipping, yes. Oh, that might look weird because when we leave... See, well, I don't know. It's probably gonna look weird, but we'll see. Is there any other state that we can leave in? Yes, there is. Okay, that's a problem. Well, is there? No, there isn't. The only state that we can go to is flipping, right? There isn't any other one. Yeah. Okay, then we don't have to reset. Because The flipping one does. The flipping one resets on exit. Ooh, but that might be an issue? Question mark. Oh no, okay. We can fix that later. That's another problem. It really depends on what you actually want to make, though. Yeah. What do you want to make? Is it a 3D game? Is it a 2D game? What kind of game? I'm trying to figure out if I even need this here, or if I should just put it into... Nah, it's fine. It's probably fine. I'm duplicating code, but it is what it is. It's probably okay for now. I don't want to deal with that. So we jump, and the only way we can do that is if we fall onto an enemy. Right. Oh yeah, but then... Ooh, okay. I'll have to figure that out. That's interesting. My thought was like, oh, we shouldn't check for the same thing everywhere because then it's gonna be annoying, right? But I think we have to, because we need to check what we are about to jump on. If we collide with an enemy, we don't want to be able to buffer the jump. We want to go into another state. We don't want to not... How do I say this? We want to bounce. We don't want to do anything else, right? And that's not possible right now, so I think I'll have to redo how the collision detection works. Or not the detection, but at least where it's getting used, because right now it's overriding everything, and that shouldn't be... It's gonna create a race condition. That's what's gonna happen right now, and I don't want to do that, so I have to be a bit more specific about when it's gonna go into the state of bouncing. Right. Let's see. If we can move left and right, we can... We get... Yeah, we get yoinked by gravity. I don't know if I need this. Because move and slide already does that, doesn't it? I don't know. Do we have a slower gravity when we are in slow motion? Oh, I was like, why am I not jumping? But my controller is disconnected. I don't think so, right? Whoa, that was weird. What was that about? I can't tell if the gravity is faster or slower. Do I need the delta here? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's probably fine. Okay, when we... Is there anything that I forgot? I don't think so, right? No. Okay, so, oh yeah, I did forget something. Let me go to the player real quick. Check for enemy collisions. Will be a private function, kind of. Semi-private function. And we want to go into a bouncing state, not a jumping state. So we do the usual, right? I feel like we're rotating faster for some reason. Am I going insane? I feel like we're rotating way faster. I can't tell. Maybe it was always like that, but anyways. When we jump on the guy, let me just teleport. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We should go into jumping. Or bouncing, I mean, yes. The dust particle, why does that spawn? I thought I got rid of that. Wait, that's the landing one. Huh? Wait. Hold on. Let me quickly print what state we're in. Print. State machine, state name. Also, this can be... Oh. What? Why can I not... Okay, that's weird. Oh no, that's the state label. This is what I need. There we go. Let me analyze real quick. No, we do go into bouncing instantly. Why does it create a particle effect? What? That makes no sense. Unless... No, flipping doesn't have a particle effect, does it? No, it doesn't. What? This is lying to me. Something is creating a land effect, which the only thing that can do that is idle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Why are we going into idle? Is there like a 1 millisecond, like 1 frame thing where we go idle? Oh wait, am I gonna? Okay, nice. Yeah, there has to be, right? That's what's going on because falling. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like 1 millisecond of it being an idle. I think that's because of the race condition thing that I was talking about. That sucks. Right? Wait, let me see. Where's my idle thing? If... Let's get rid of all of this. So it doesn't create it. Let's go up. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be, because now it's not doing it. No, there's... Yeah. It has to be like 1 frame of it being an idle state. Right. That's strange. Can I even go to idle state? No, can I? Flipping. Oh no, I can, because when I'm not pushing anything, then it's gonna go into idle. Okay. So, as I said, race condition. So what's going on is that we need to check when we land, because we have the move and slide information. So we can check the last glider, and if it's an enemy, or depending if it is an enemy, boom, to do the thing, right? Now, that means that I will have to do a lot of the same work, which sucks. But check for enemy collisions already like does that. It's just that it's forcing us to a state. If it doesn't force us to a state, it would go to idle, right? And that's what's happening. Yeah, I was right. In that case, let me get rid of the print. What's going on? What do we want to do? Do we want to do this? I want to reuse this as much as possible, but I don't know if we should force. I think we should return a path, or like the bound state. Or we could split it into two functions. One of them is gonna be colliding with enemy, right? Is colliding or collided with enemy. Let me see. We want to split it probably, right? Because we want to see when we land if we are landing on an enemy or not. And then if we are landing on an enemy, depending on what state we're in, we want to do different stuff, I think. Let me think about this. No, we don't, because we want to take damage unless... Oh my god. Okay, look, we have two things, right, that can happen. We either take damage or kill or do damage, I guess, right? Those are the two things that we can do, depending on if we're going from above or not. That means that if... Okay, scenario A, we are falling or jumping or whatever, we're falling onto an enemy. When we make contact, we want to check, is it an enemy, right? If it is, we want to get the normal, and we want to, depending what the normal is going to return, do damage or take damage. Now, do I need to split this in that case? Because we would like to see if it is an enemy, because if it's not an enemy, then it should return nothing. I do want to split it though, I guess, I think. Do I? Thank you for throwing nothing, or throwing 1 point into the void is what I meant. How's it going? Hello, hello. I guess, I mean, splitting it makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time, you know what I mean? Because we do want to check for collisions, and then if it's not an enemy, we don't want to do anything, right? But if it is an enemy, we want to check for normals. Yeah, don't forget to throw your points into nothingness. It's very important for no reason. Why is this so hard? Okay, let's check this real scenario, right? What I'm trying to figure out is, I guess, what this is doing, like this function, like what it should be doing at least. Because technically, well, we don't want to, well, do we? Hold on. We always want to transition to the bouncing state no matter what, if we are doing damage, right? So yeah, I think it's better to just split it. So let's do func is colliding with enemy, and this is gonna return a bool, and then we will say we'll get the collisions. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we will see if collider return if collider is not, that's the wrong one, is not null, I can't type, then return, which means it is an enemy, return true, else continue. Well, no, because we want to go through all of them, that's another thing, right? Oh wait, that's a good point. What if there's like a bunch of them? See, this would be easier if it was on the enemy then, but that would complicate other stuff. So we need to check through all of them. And the first one to be the collider is the one that counts. That makes sense, I think. In that case, we go through all of them, and if one of them is an enemy, then we return instantly. But we want to return the enemy. We want to return the collider, I think. Because then we can store the object and know which one we want to interact with, right? if we need to do that at all. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. So if we are colliding, then we return the collider. If we aren't colliding with an enemy, then we return nothing. And then if we... Well, we can just get rid of this. Oh my god. Turn... No. I think this looks better. Right? That makes sense. We go through all of them. If none of them is an enemy, we don't do anything. But if one of them is an enemy, doesn't matter which one, the first one that gets interacted with is getting returned. I think that makes sense. In that case, we can check when we fall, for example. So there's two falling types. There's falling and flipping. Falling is when you don't jump. Flipping is when you do jump, right? The difference... There is no difference, pretty much. Other than the enemies flipping in the air. I'm pretty sure there is no difference. Oh no, there is. When you're falling, you can do a coyote jump. If you're flipping, you can't. That's what it was. Yeah. So if I fall off a ledge like this, look, I can jump after I leave the platform, right? But if I'm flipping, I can't do that because I'm not ever going to be flipping. You can't flip unless you jump. Does that make sense? So there is no coyote jump, but there is jump buffering on both. So if I fall, and then yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the difference, right? The other thing is when we fall, we can fall on the enemy. But right now, it goes into an idle state before bouncing, which we don't want, so we need to get rid of this, the check for enemy collisions, in the process. And we want to do it separately on each state, depending on what we're doing, right? So, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it gives me so much control, it's insane. It's a lot of duplicate stuff, kind of, but I can literally do anything at any point and it's gonna be consistent. Like if for some reason I didn't want you to be able to check for collisions specifically when you're jumping, I can do that. So it's very good, but it's a lot of work, I guess. I like that control though. It's a lot of control. Also, Enrico, thank you for the follow. I noticed you yesterday, apparently, when I was not streaming. Let me... Right, so we want to check for collisions all the time, or enemy collision, but... Or this thing, at least, is colliding with enemy. But we want to first do it when we want to attack. So let's do it on falling, which means when we... let me go up. When we do this, we should go into bouncing, not idle. So... And attack, like do damage. So... falling. Yeah, right. I was gonna. So we need to do it after we land, right? So if we're on the floor, we check for collisions on enemies var player. What? Oh yeah, right. Something for now. It's fine. Player dot is, what was it? What I call it? Check for enemy collisions. Or no, is colliding with enemy. That's not a good name. Colliding enemy? Enemy collision? Get enemy collider? Get enemy collider sounds pretty good. Get collider in general? If it is collider an enemy? Is, I don't know what to call this. Is collider enemy? Sure. I don't know. Is collider enemy? No, that's still not a good name because it's not a bool.
Stick him up, this is a rabbitery.
Oh no, rabbitery. What do you need? I can give you anything that I have, I guess. Why am I getting a rabbiterit? Rabbiterit? What is that? Is that a rabbit robbery or is it a frog robbery? Get it? No, that would be a ribbitery. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Rabbitery. That sounds like a place that a bunch of rabbits would be. A rabbitery. How did you find my stream? How's it going? Oh, I don't know how to, like, name this. Uh, what is it doing? It's checking for collisions and... No, it's specifically checking if it's an enemy collision. Is... Well, no, because it's returning an enemy. Get enemy collider, maybe? Sure. Get enemy collider. Enemy. And in that case, it can be a type of enemy. And then we can say if the enemy is something, so not null, if enemy is not null, which means there is an enemy below us, or yeah, somewhere, then we need to check if we're attacking or getting hit. So How do we do that? Well, this is basically what it is. But we need to get rid of that name because that's not real. It's all in your head. And let's call it... We don't need to do any of this, first of all. Oh wait, but we do need the collision. And the enemy. Ooh, that's a problem. Is it? No, yeah, it is, because unless we return an array here. Because we need both the collision and the collider. Unless... No, wait. Yeah, we do. What is a slight collision? What does this return? A kinematic collision 2D, okay. Good to know. We should probably do that. There we go. So we need a collision, right? And then we need a collider. But we already have the collider because we're checking if it is an enemy or not. So I guess I could return an array, and the array would hold... Or a dictionary as well. I could do that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter which one. And it would hold some sort of data, right? So it would be... I think a dictionary would make more sense in this case. Will it? Would it? I don't know. Hmm. Give me a second. Because we need both the collision and the collider, which we do get if we do just collision and get collider. So I guess I could just return the kinematic collision, but then I wouldn't know what collider it is unless I do it twice, which I mean, I don't want to do that, but I think it would be better. Would it? I don't know. No, we're doing it this way. Kinematic collision 2D. And then we will just leave it like this. And then we want to get the collider as enemy afterwards. Because this way, this thing for now, would... Oh my god. What is it I'm complaining about? Oh yeah, right. Gets... See, but then this doesn't make sense. I don't know. No, we will do it this way. It's gonna be an array, and we will return a... Why is it not complaining? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, okay. I was like, what? We will either... Well, no, we will make a new array, and it's gonna return the collision and the collider. And I should probably comment that because I will forget. So let's do that. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Returns collision collider or empty array if collider isn't an enemy. That's probably fine. Yeah. Or an empty array. Is that correct? Collision collider, yeah. That way we don't have to get the collider from the collision, and we know that the type of collider is an enemy. The collider would be an enemy. Yeah. And then and then what? And then we want this to have an array as an input. So this would be collision or enemy collider data, enemy collider collision data, an array, and then this isn't oh my god, this isn't true anymore. And then all of this can be, why am I, what? There we go. Like that, I think, yeah. And then we want to get, oh, where's my finger? There we go. Or, well, oh my god, I keep doing that. I need to stop. I don't need that. I can just do collision would be the first one. So enemy collision data. Oh, do I have autocomplete? Is the question. Enemy collision data dot, or the first one. Oh no, but it doesn't know what it's gonna be. That's an issue because we would like to be able to know what that is. So let's make a inner class of enemy, probably, right? Well, will it be specific for the enemy? I guess so. Where's my enemy? Enemy, anemone. And let's do class collision data. Enemy collision data specifically, but I don't think there's any collision data. Collision. No, there isn't. And then it's gonna hold two things. So it's gonna be the collision, kinematic collision, and it's gonna be a collider or enemy, whatever. Collider, maybe? Is that how you spell that? Probably. Func init collision collider, and then collision equals collision collider. No, the other way. Collider equals collider. Wait. There we go. Thanks for throwing your point into the void. I think that makes sense. That way, I can store it very easily. So we can say, whole, no, where was I? Falling? No, player. And instead of doing it through an array, like dumbasses, we can say enemy dot collision, what was it called? Hold on. Let me just reload. Falling? Alright, yeah, that's fine. Let me see if I have autocomplete now. So enemy dot no, we don't. Why? Can I do it this way? Wait, is it its own class? No. What? Okay. Enemy dot collision data? That makes sense, I guess. I guess it makes no sense for it to be in the player, now that I think about it, but it has to, because that's the one that detects collisions. It's kind of weird, now that I think about it. So this can be null, and then this doesn't work, or this doesn't apply to that anymore. And then if Razam, hello. Welcome in. How is it going? How's your day? How did you sleep? What did you eat? Did you do a triple backflip today? Did you get lost while going home? How many Pokemon did you catch? Was your first name, last name, birth dates, private information Twitch, this is a joke, by the way. Don't ban me, thank you very much. 0? Damn, not a real gamer. Not a real gamer. Oh my god. Don't actually do that. Don't actually do that. I know it's public, but still. Twitch is gonna think I'm actually, like, you know. It's a joke, Twitch, it's a joke. Forgot about all of this nothing. Yeah. Understandable. It is nothing after all. Did you stream today? I feel like it would be the time for you to stream like an hour ago or something. So I just got home now. I'm gonna write articles while watching you. Nice. Well, good luck on those articles. And I'm happy to be your background noise. um. What was I doing? Right. We want to create, so enemy dot collision data dot new collision and collider. And then if there is nothing, we don't do anything. And then here we want to, instead of doing all of this, we do and this as well. So enemy collision data, we do enemy dot collision. Why is it not doing this when? Okay, that's kind of strange. I guess it should be its own thing, but it's very specific to an enemy right now, so it should be okay. And then we do enemy collision data dot collider. No. Collision. No, I said collision. Collision dot get normal. There we go. And then if collision let's do this, and let's do enemy collision data dot collision and collider. Collider dot take damage makes no sense now that I think about it. So let's rename that to enemy. That makes more sense. Player. Yeah, this is the same thing. Yeah. Cool. Well, no, yeah, it is because yeah, nice. That works. Oh yeah, and I guess I should probably. Oh no, it's fine. If we return, it's just gonna not do anything, right? Okay. What was I? Test enemy collision data, collision get normal. Collider isn't a thing anymore. I don't know why it's not yelling at me, but sure. Right. Enemy collision data get normal. Or collision get normal, I mean. Yep, if it's less than 0, then that means we're above it. Which means they should take damage, we should start jumping or bouncing. Now this is the thing. This is the problem that I have with this. Usually my state machine would say transition to next state by itself by emitting something. So like if we go to the falling state, right here, let me get rid of that. We can say enemy.collision. Why is it not working? Collision data. Enemy collision data. And then player dot get enemy collision data. No, we say if we're on floor, if player dot colliding, what was I? Get enemy collision data, get slide collision. What did I name it again? Get enemy collision data? No, test. Wait, is it actually this? I guess it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I was saving it. Right. Okay, never mind. That works. So if we get the collision data, we want to check if the collision data is something, right? And then if it is, then we want to do the player.test enemy collision data. And then return. This looks awful. Trust me, it's better than it looks. So much collision, yeah. It is a lot of collision. I want to have ice cream now. I mean, you can get ice cream, no? Yeah, I think this should work. Make for me. Make you an ice cream? I don't even know how to do that. Isn't it like salt and milk and something else, like sugar? I've never made ice cream. There is a really good ice cream place, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes by foot from where I live. And they have, it's a pizzeria as well. Blueberry cheesy pie. Salt? Yeah. You add salt, sugar, and milk. I'm pretty sure salt is like a big part of making ice cream. How to make ice cream? Am I dumb? I thought there was a lot of salt involved. Yeah, there was. Small resealable plastic bag, combine half and half sugar and vanilla, push out excess air and air and seal. Step into a large resealable plastic bag, combine ice and salt. That's what makes the crystals. And then place small bag inside the bigger bag and shake. That's how you do it. I was right. I mean, the salt isn't in the ice cream. Yeah, the salt is to lower the freezing point. Yeah, yeah. You do add salt, but not into the ice cream. You do add a lot of sugar into the ice cream. Or cream, if it has sugar. Okay. Technically, if my calculations are correct, this should work. Right? Because I'm not going insane, right? This should actually work. The horrible thing is that we're not doing it this way, how I should be doing it. Unless I don't know what that's. Now I'm complicating it. I don't know if I want to do that. No, I think it's fine. I think this should handle the state. Let's call it handle. Or on collision. Handle state on enemy collision. That's for sure is something. Collision. Nothing is fine. Yep, everything is exploding. Yeah, I mean, sounds about right. This is horrible. This is what happens when you're trying to speedrun a game. Like I've been working on it for 2 days and it's already like, or 3 maybe, and it's already like shitting itself hard. But it's fine. Theoretically, if I teleport and I jump, no. If I fall, because we didn't implement that in jumping, I should bounce. Guys, it's real. No way. Wait, actually, first try? No way. There's no way that it just works, right? I don't believe it. Actually? Wait. No. No. I don't believe it. Also, what is the one thing before we start falling? Oh, nothing. Okay, I was just... It actually works, no way. Wait, really? Hold on. Let me quickly look at the collisions. It actually works. What? Alright. I mean, I knew it would. That's... Yeah, I'm a good programmer or something. I'm a good coder, developer. It looks pretty damn good for 2 days though, thank you. It's because most of it is just your head, like your brain filling stuff in probably. It's like, I wanted to go as restricted as possible into it. So only using 4 colors, only using 8x8 but for the player, you know, stuff like that. Only using 1 button to do the whole gameplay stuff and things. You know? Also, is my collision thingy still working? Like, at the corner? Oh, it is. Okay, nice. Is it? I can't tell. Oh my god, it's so much harder now when I increase the... Yeah, it is. Nice. Huge. Alright. Perfectly calculated, for sure. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to click. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't make that anymore. But it's like, do you remember... if you're still here, do you remember how you could, like, jump up there? While... By perfectly, like... being at the apex and then not pushing the button? It's not possible anymore, sadly. Because instead of halving the gravity, which would push you upwards, I quadrupled... How do you say quadrupled, but halving, quartered? Is that what it is? I quartered the gravity instead, so it's not possible anymore, sadly. But I can teleport at least for now. Tragic, I know, right? Maybe there's gonna be another way, or maybe, hold on. Technically, if you push yourself, hold on, from the corner, it's gonna push you. Well, it doesn't push you upwards though, so I don't know if that's possible. But if you go into the corner, let me see. Oh my god, it's so close. I don't think you can make it, but it's like 1 pixel off. To be honest, I'm seeing this project for the first time. Yeah, because I started like 3 days ago. And I didn't say anything anywhere. I usually post like, hey, I'm working on this, but I don't because I don't know if it's gonna be a good game, so I'm just speedrunning it. But yeah, I will post stuff on Blue Sky, so you should follow me there. And Twitter, but more Blue Sky than Twitter, honestly. It's just a side project. I'm trying to like speedrun it. Speedrun making the game. Right, so it magically works, so that's great. The question is, if... Let me get my collision shapes back. If I fall, but I touch the sides, it doesn't do anything, which isn't ideal, because we are only checking it when... Ooh. Okay, there's a small issue that I just realized. We're not gonna take damage at all, even if we should, because we're asking it to only check if we touched the ground or something, I guess, if we landed. Which is correct, but we also need to check at all times if we touch the enemy while not jumping on it. Which, now that I think about it, it can simplify this a lot, because we get the normal by asking if we're on the floor, which we don't need to do anymore technically. Wait a minute. I think I just simplified my code by accident. Look at this. This will still work. Yeah. Well, actually... No, it will, because if I do it on the side, it's not gonna... Yeah. Or if I do it from below. Nice. In that case, we need another one. That would be... In that case, we don't need this function. Right? Well, we still need to check every single frame if we are getting hit or not based on the normals, right? I think. Oh my god, okay, never mind. It isn't simplified. It's a bit more complicated than I thought. It's brainstorming time, or thinking time, I guess. If... We need to check constantly if we're touching the enemy, right? Or when we are colliding with something, if it's an enemy. In that case, if we are not landing, then that means that we are killing something, right? Or no, if we're not landing, that means that we take damage. That's what I meant. But let's say this falling example, right? We check this collision only when we are on the floor, which is fine. But we also need to do it if we're not on the floor. Here. Else, somewhere, right? Before this, I think we need to check that. Because can that create problems? Is the question. If we're not on the floor, and which means we're still falling, then we need to get the enemy collision again, which is kind of dumb. So I guess we should put this up here somewhere. But that's for another time. Or soon, I guess. So we need to check if the enemy collision data is not null again, which is kind of dumb. Unless, wait, actually, I think it's, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just keep it how it is, right? What if this would be checked if we are falling and if we're on the floor and whatever, but on the player, we would check it constantly. Oh wait, but that's still gonna be an issue because we would still have to check the normals. Well, there is a... No, we can still do it, I think. We can still leave all of this in. The check has to be there. And then we can say in the process function, well, no, but still, that's not going to be good still, because this is so dumb. What am I doing? What am I trying to do? Let me see. No matter what state we're in, we need to check for enemy collisions, right? So that would be done on the player, because I don't want to keep reusing the same thing over and over again. And then it would force us to go into a dying or a taking damage state, whatever. If we touch the enemy, unless the normal is something, or unless the normal is up, right? That means we're coming from the top. Then don't do anything. and then this would handle everything else. Well, but then it's the same thing that I had before, no? I mean, that is what I want to do, but the problem was that we went into a state before bouncing, which I don't want, because then you can do some funky stuff, and it's probably not good. So, you could exploit it by frame perfectly, like I don't know, jumping the second or the frame that you land or something, which I don't want, right? I want it to go into a bouncing state instantly. So, yeah, I don't know. Hello, Bushmeta. How's it going? We're back on the collision stuff. Almost done. I'm just trying to figure out one more thing. I'm alright. I'm struggling with collisions, but you know, that's nothing new. What thing? Last or 2 days ago, I was trying to do the collision stuff where detection was a problem before. Now it's different, but I wanted to be able to kill the enemy, right? When jumping on them. And get hit when I touch it, other than jumping on it, right? Or falling. I don't know. I could do it this way. I could check it twice, technically, right? That's like the easiest thing to do. It is, but it's not. So there's a issue that I have right now. I don't know if you got ads or not, so I'll wait. I don't. Okay. Basically, I have a state machine for the player, right? And the player should only kill the enemy when they fall or jump, like when they're falling, pretty much. When they touch the player or the enemy when they're falling. The problem is that if I'm checking that every single frame, there is one frame where that's not happening and it goes into another state. Because what I want to do is when you touch, like when you fall onto the enemy, the second you fall, you should go into a bouncing state, right? But that's not happening because the second you fall, you first go into idle or running, and then what the fuck is going on there? Oh, it's the arrow. And then you start bouncing, which creates a problem of you as a player being able to do any action that you can while idle and running for one frame instead of bouncing, which I don't want, right? So now I'm trying to figure out can't you pass something to a player from a bad when they hit the top? But I know that I'm hitting it. It's that the problem is that where it's checking is the problem, because right now I moved it from the bat to the player because forcing the state on either of them is a problem, and that's the thing that I was trying to fix. Basically, ideally, I would want to do everything in the state itself, not anywhere else, because overriding the state outside of the state machine can create the race condition that I was talking about, where you have like 1 or 2 frames of the state machine doing stuff before it overriding the state machine. So ideally, everything should be happening in the state machine, which means I have to figure out a way to check for collisions based on what's happening. I don't know if that makes sense. Right now, what we have is in the falling state, we check if we are on the floor, which means we're touching something below us, and then if it's a play or if it's an enemy, then do the stuff, right? Kill the enemy. But then the problem is that it works, right? So if I like fall, boom, we're instantly bouncing. There's no in between of it waiting on another state. It goes into the state that it has to go to, right? Which is good, which is what we want. But the problem is when I don't touch the top, it's not going to do anything because we're not checking for it. But then, okay, let's check for that, right? Let's check constantly. If we're not on the floor, which we're already doing anyways, we need to get the collisions again if there is any collision, right? And then if there is a collision, we need to handle it again, which would mean we're doing the same thing twice, right next to each other, but with a different condition, which isn't a problem, it just looks weird. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out how to do that without it looking like ass. But at the same time, this has to be done in every single state, which means a lot of duplicate code, which means no good. So I'm trying to figure out how to not do that, basically, and how to make it a little bit cleaner, I guess. I have same issue, brother. Oh no. Well, we are in it together then. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. And as I said, I have to do that for, well, not specifically the same thing, but I have to do a similar thing to all of the states, because in all states you can get damaged. Almost all states. There is going to be one which is dead, which you can't get damaged in, but that makes sense. But yeah, basically stuff and things and stuff, you know? Let me quickly reply to a message, and then we can figure it out. All right. So, I mean, duplicate code is kind of given with this Jesus, with this method of state machine stuff being in its separate like compartments, right? Because You have to reuse the same thing over and over and over again. I could avoid it by having the functions that are duplicates in most scenarios in the player and then call that from the state. The problem is that most of the time it's so specific. That's why a state machine exists, right? You want as much control as possible. It's so specific that you can't make a function that works with all the states, which kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. So might as well do it the hard way, I guess. One lizard man said, "Done is better than perfect." Yeah, that's true. And I do want to speedrun the game. I want to finish it as fast as possible. Because it's a side project, so, and I've been working on it for 3 days, so I don't want to, you know, it shouldn't be like a year project, you know what I mean? I still have my main project that I have to work on. So, yeah. It's probably fine. As long as no one looks at the code, it's fine. Just close your eyes. But for my own, for my own sake, I would like to not do this twice. Now, is it gonna, you know, who's gonna look at it? Yeah, you and me. But that's about it. That's the thing. Like, I hate looking at my code if it's not good or clean or whatever, but at the same time I realize, like, I've seen code that is so much worse and the games are like top sellers, like Balatro, Undertale, I don't know, that's about it. But there's probably more. But it's like they probably didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and if they were, they forgot to Yandere's him, but I mean, he's just a bad coder. That's a different. That's different, Bro was not cooking with that game. But yeah, now that at least one thing that I want to try to think about is if we get this here, like if we put it here, is it gonna change something? Like, we're talking like race condition type beat, because if we get the collision data at all times, right, or when we need it or whatever, this happens in one frame, right? I'm not going insane. Like, an update happens, like all of this code goes through all the things in one frame, right? That's how that works, like one by one from top to bottom. Or technically not, but you know what I mean. The if statements are, but it should happen in one frame, right? There's no difference between something being here and then something being here, because it happens instantly, right? That's how that works, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. Because in that case, I could just pop it out and like this would work, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this isn't for sure. I'm pretty sure, well, maybe it is, but I don't think there's a difference between it being, yeah, I don't think so. I would have to check, but, or maybe because we're, hold on. No, it should be fine because we are getting the sliding here, which means it's happening in the same, like, we are getting collision on the same frame as we are using the collision data, right? Is that how that works? Yeah, it is, right? Unless they're ticking at different speeds, which I don't think they are. Or maybe they are and I'm just dumb, but in that case, it's not my problem and it's gonna be okay. So let's just pop it out and let's say all of this is fine, and then if the player isn't on the floor, so we need to check for this again, which sucks. That's not how you that's not how that works. There we go. Player handle state enemy collision return. This should work technically. Who's gonna care? Yeah, it's probably fine. No, the thing is, like, it's not about like how it looks, it's about how it's gonna work. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because exploits are fun if they are not garbage to the player. Like, if I press something and I'm expecting something to happen and it's not gonna happen, then it feels bad, right? No matter how good I can exploit that thing, if it's not supposed to be, if it's not doing what I think it should be doing, it's not good. And that's why I made a save machine, because before it was really just whatever happens first, which sucked. It felt good because I'm that good at programming or something, I don't know. No, it felt good, but like it was really bad the second you slow down time, for example, which I'm never gonna do in the gameplay, I don't think, but I could see it, right? Which meant there would be a higher percentage of bad stuff happening, or stuff happening that you wouldn't expect to happen. But then I introduced the state machine, and then there's none of that, basically. Or I'm trying to mitigate that as much as possible. Speaking of, right now we should... yeah. We should see that we should teleport. Yeah, it works. So if I fall, but I fall on top of the guy, I kill him. But then if I should really make a dev tool thing for... Oh well. Anyways, if I fall but I don't hit him, that was lucky. That was like 1 pixel. Let's try not doing that. Oh my god. It's because I changed the... Yeah, there we go. It's because I changed the friction. Nice. Yep, it works. But if I land on top of him, even if it's 1 pixel, that was very close. Let's try it again. Even if it's 1 pixel, I'm gonna do that. Actually, we can try if it's actually that accurate, but it should be. Right? 1 pixel. Like, if I'm here, I should not... Interesting. Why? Oh, because of the... I know why. Because technically, it's not pixel perfect. It's like 0.08 more than it should be because of how Godot works. I could get rid of that, but... Yeah, technically, it works, yeah. Nice. Cool. Now I just have to do that for every single other state. But it works. So right now, if I'm spamming the jump button, I should not be able to, like... I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm spamming the jump button. And if it sounds like a mouse, it's because I have a... No! Wait, did you see that? That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Oh no. Okay, something ain't right. No way. Oh wait, I know why. Because I jumped, probably. Wait. Did I? Someone clip it, please. Maybe it's because I jumped by accident. Oh yeah, no, it was, I think. I was gonna say the reason it sounds like a mouse is because my buttons on my controller are the same ones that you would find on a mouse. They're very clicky because they last longer. So my controller is fucking weird and expensive. It has XY or whatever it's YXBA buttons, A B X Y, right? And then it has C and Z, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 paddles, and then what else? I can adjust if it's a analog or a what do you call it? If it's a button or analog press thingy. Yeah, there's a bunch. I don't know. This controller is fucking weird, but it's one of the best controllers I've ever had in my life. It's really good. And it's by a Japanese company, I think. It's one of the biggest, or maybe it's not Japanese, I don't remember. Maybe it is Japanese, I don't know actually. But it's, or Chinese? Maybe it is Chinese, but it's one of the biggest controller manufacturers for gaming in China, I think. Forgot the name though. Anyways, I think it works. I could no. I'll try something. I'm gonna try it until I break it, but it should be fine. Oh my god, it's so hard. Let me use my space bar actually. It's gonna be easier. Yeah, no, there's no way. It works. There is no way to like fuck it up. Oh well, there is, but that's just because we didn't implement it yet. Like if instead of falling you jump, you're flipping, not falling, so then you can pixel perfect like do this forever. But I have to spam it hard. Holy shit. But it is possible now because I didn't implement it yet. But technically, it's working. Technically. Right? So, yippee. Even though we are overriding the state. That's a cool feature. What is the pixel jumping? Or the folding and flipping, you mean? Oh, the pixel jumping. Yeah, it is possible because it's a bug, technically. Great for exploiting, yeah. That's the thing. That's what I didn't want, because you can accidentally do it. Like, if you don't know about the exploit, you can accidentally do it pretty easily because of jump buffering. That's the issue. Because you can press the jump button before you land, and it's very forgiving. Like, I'm pressing it while I'm like halfway down. Like, I'm gonna tell you when. Now. Yeah, it's very forgiving. Because it's fast, right? So like, the problem with that is that if you jump when you're about to fall onto the thing, then it's a problem, because instead of you exploiting it, what can happen is you can accidentally stop holding the button, and then you don't jump, or then you don't bounce, I mean, which is an issue, because, you know, you're expecting to bounce, but you jump instead, which is different. But yeah, that's why it is a cool feature for exploiting, but I don't want that to be in the game because it's too easy to do accidentally. You know what I mean? If there was an exploit, it would probably have to be harder. Or like a skill thing. You know what I mean? Like, I could make it a skill thing, but then it would be very hard to do, honestly, with the way I have everything set up. But there are things that you can exploits that I'm not gonna patch out, which one of them is the corner correction thing that I was talking about yesterday or 2 days ago, where if you, it's a feature, but you can exploit the feature by being sneaky. Like if you jump and your body is halfway out of the corner, it's gonna push you. Like if I'm here, it's not gonna push me. But if my body is like more than halfway out of the pixel of the corner, it's gonna push me, so I can actually like jump onto whatever I was trying to do. But you can exploit that by, for example, going into a wall, because it will try to push you out. Every single frame, it's gonna detect a wall, which means if I build a wall here, like that, and then I start jumping into it or holding A, see, like I'm going left every single time, like it's pushing me to the left until I stop falling, which can be used for interesting stuff, like gaining more horizontal speed if you jump into a corner perfectly, or avoiding enemies. You're not gonna get hit because you get pushed away from the enemy. So there are stuff that I'm not gonna get rid of, even though they're exploits, but it's so hard to do, or it's not that hard to do, but like it is hard enough that I think it's a skill thing, not a exploit, you know what I mean? Even though it is an exploit, but I know about it, so it's staying in. I think it's cool. I'm trying to think if there was another one. But now that I think about it, I don't know if you will be able to take damage while jumping into an enemy. Because you will get pushed. I actually have to see if that's a thing or not. Let me do that. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the current correction. I was like, what is that? So let me get the falling thing. Let's just yoink this. Jumping. So if we jump, we want to check the things here. Yeah, maybe you won't be able to get damaged. That's a problem, but we'll see. So if should we check if we're falling first or if we're getting damaged? I think damage should take priority. Yeah. If let me get this, and then if enemy collision data is not, I keep doing that, I don't know why, is not null, then this. That seems about right. I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go, but see you next time. Good luck. Thank you. Have a nice one. And thanks for stopping by. Next time you're here, I think everything should be working as expected. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. See ya. This I don't think we need to check for anything else, right? Well, we are jumping, which means we're going upwards, which means there shouldn't be a way to get the normal to not be it's probably fine, but we can try if it actually works or not. Right. Yeah, that works. So if we jump, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay. Right, because we're perfectly outside of it. That's good, I think. It's gonna be very hard to pull off because the enemy will move. But it is possible. But then when we are here, we get killed. Right. But if we... What happens if I... This is very hard. Hold on. Oh, I don't think it's possible. Like, I'm trying to jump into it. Oh, there we go. That's not supposed to happen. And I think I know why it happened, and I don't know how to fix it. Somehow we managed to check, or somehow we managed to... Oh wait, is it because I was falling? No. That shouldn't be it. I think I was above the origin and somehow managed to get the... Oh wait, I think... Trying to replicate it, but it's very hard. I think it was because of the like I somehow managed to get on the corner or something. Yeah, like that. The normal is... We're checking the Y normal, I'm pretty sure, right? Yes. And it's 0.7. I think minus 0.7 means up, but not completely up. And I think we shouldn't allow that. I think it should be... I think it should be like 0. Or a minus 0.8? No, how would that work? No, yeah, it would be. It would be less than 0.8. Or minus 0.8, I mean. Or something like that. Because then... Or 0.9 maybe. Because then it should be perfect almost. So there is a possibility of it not being like that, but... Yeah, it's just a normal doing weird stuff. So let's do like 0.9 maybe. Minus. Because that way, I don't think there is a way to... Like if we jump here on the corner, it's gonna be 1. Right? But if we do this... that's very hard. Ooh, that was so close. Oh my god. I'm too good at this game. Yeah. I'm trying. It's very hard to do, but it is possible. Oh, I think it's when it's on the corner or something. It's so hard to do. Because I'm not trying to... I have to be above it, but I also have to touch it while going up. And that's very hard. No. Wait, why was I flipping? Oh, because I stopped holding A, that's why. That's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard to do. It is possible, but it's very hard. Oh my god. Please. Oh my god, that was so close. There's no way. What? That's so hard. Oh my god, replicating this is mega hard. Hmm. Oh wow. This is actually so hard to do. Yeah, there's no way. I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I'm pretty sure it should work. I think. Because it seems to work like this. Like if I fall, yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, it should work. Nice. Can we do corner jumps? We can. Nice. I'll keep that in. That's funny. That is skill. You need some serious skill for that shit. All right. Uh, right. So I think it works. I think. This should still work, right? If I fast fall. Oh yeah, what happens if I do that? Hold on. If I start and instantly stop. So I would fast fall, right? Or flip, I guess. That's the same thing. Can I perfectly like... Well, no, because I would still die, so I think it should be fine. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, how does it look when we go from... I didn't check that. How does it look when we go from falling to... or bouncing to flipping? You know what? I don't see the transition. Oh yeah, because there is no transition, right? I forgot about that. Because we're not resetting the rotation. Yeah, yeah. Nice. That's good. Okay. Well, it works, I think. Let's see what's gonna happen if there are two of them. So let's put one like, I don't know, here or something. Should probably turn the collision shapes on so I can see. Oh, hello. What the hell? YouTube just stopped playing music. Alright, that was weird. Anyways. Ooh. What if I like do this? This is gonna be so hard. Wait. That's a good point. What happens if I... Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna die because... Yeah, because bouncing doesn't have detection. Never mind. But, one more thing. What happens if I put a wall here and then technically I would be touching both the enemy and the wall when jumping? Okay, I still die. Okay, nice. That's good. Nice. I think it works. I'm pretty sure. Cool. So let's implement it in other states. In 2 other states, I mean. Ugh. I was gonna do the cool stuff, you know, the graphics and stuff, like explosions and shit, but we need to first handle everything else correctly and then make it pretty. So... Well, we don't, but it would be nice, you know? Let's do... Oh yeah, I had an idea for one thing, which would be kind of copying Downwell a little bit, but I'm okay with that. In Downwell, you have an upgrade where you have a balloon, like a heart-shaped balloon, right? It's called Pretty Balloon or something like that. And what it does is, it doesn't tell you what it does, but when it gets popped, it explodes, so everything around it dies. And I was thinking, what if you could also get a balloon as an upgrade, but instead of exploding when it pops, it would not do that. And it would make your gravity half when either jumping or falling or both. That way you have more control in the air for longer. But if the enemy touches it, it will pop. But it would reset... it would reset the next floor or whatever. Next ruin, I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Everything you jump on explodes. I could do that. I don't know how the levels are gonna look like or what they should look like, because I either want the players to go up or I want the players to go down, because I want the player to chain jumps, right? I want the player to chain bounces, because it's all about keeping a style meter, right? Like keeping it as high as possible. That's what I want, at least. So the more bounces you do, the higher the style meter is and whatever. But then, or the combo meter, whatever it's, I don't know what it should be called, but the meat, or get it? Yeah. And then somehow you get points that you can then spend or something. I don't know how. Maybe there's not going to be a shop. Maybe it's going to be something else. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be like pick from one of those, one of these 2 or 3 or whatever, each time you progress or something. But I don't know how I know that the levels should be somehow procedurally generated, right? I know that much, because it has to be forever. Like, it has to keep going. But I don't know how I want, like, what is a good environment for the player to be doing that in, right? Because to kill something, you have to fall on top of it. That's how it works. Or jump on top of it, whatever. You have to go from the above. So my idea was, well, you just go down, but I also want the player to not just keep falling, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but if anyone has any ideas on how, like, what the environment should look like, tell me. I know it's gonna be made out of tiles. That's all I know. And I want it to be like islands, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be islands, but it can be islands. No clue. A massive black void. That is already what it is technically. If we get rid of all these tiles. Right. Let's implement the other stuff. So. What did I change? A lot, apparently. You're in a limbo. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what the story would be, but I was thinking like ultra kill type beat, where you just like try to kill things because, well, they're trying to kill you, but also you're fighting your demons or some shit. I don't know. That would be kind of neat, you know? And they explode when you jump on them or something. You hit monsters, you want them dead. Yeah. I don't know what, like, do you think it's a good idea to, if when I finish all of this and I give people, multiple people, not just you, this project, and I allow you to, you're born a hater, I allow you to build your own level, one level, and it can be anything you want, and spawn enemies anywhere. Do you think that's a good way of testing what people want, or is it restricting? Should I rather make procedural generation stuff and then see which one is better, or let people make their own stuff and then see if there is a pattern? I mean, either would probably, or like both of them would probably work, right? But that's true. I wouldn't expect people to be very good at making fun levels. Yeah, I think procedural stuff is better, but I don't know if I should go more open or not. You know, that's the thing. Like, how would, are you going up? Are you going down? Is it like more open? Well, I do want it more open, but still, like, what do you do in those levels? Because I want the player to keep on killing. I want the player to have a combo, but then there has to be an end to go to the next thing. How would that work? How would that look? You know what I mean? Like, do you need to kill all of them? Do they keep spawning? How? Yeah, I'm not. I have no idea. Because if they would keep spawning, then you would be able to farm. And why do you farm? Like, why is there a reason to farm? What is, you know what I mean? It's like, should it be that you need to kill all of them and then you have to leave? Or the more you go, the, like, what is the goal? To kill things or to get as far as possible, or both? Should I reward the person to find exits as fast as possible? Or should I reward the player to kill as much as possible and get their combos and then leave? Like, is the point of it to gather all the enemies so then you can get the most combos out of it, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hard questions. I don't know what would be more fun. That's the thing. I can't tell. I guess I can test, but like, I guess I have to test. But that's the thing. Like, I would have to make so many like, I would have to make so many not iterations, different versions of the same thing. Instead of just focusing on one, and that would be fine for if it was a main project, but it's not. I wanted to finish as fast as possible, which isn't ideal for testing. I would have to test anyways, but what to test is the issue that I'm trying to figure out, right? Games are fun. They are, yeah. What's this about? I was talking about like what the game should be, right? Like where it should take place, or not where it should take place, but how it should play. Because what I'm trying to do is I want the game to be simple. I want the game to be replayable. So I know a few things and I don't know the rest. What I do know is it's supposed to be snappy and satisfying to kill enemies. It's supposed to be hard, so it's very punishing. When you die, you die. It is what it is. I know that I want to implement some kind of upgrade system, or something that you can, for each time you progress, or maybe there's a shop that you can buy stuff in, whatever, right? It should reward you for killing and keeping a combo, because that's how you get more stuff, right? And then, but then how should the environment look like? Should you go down? Should you go up? Because you're jumping on top of things, right? Which means you should keep your enemies below you, right? Most of the time, if you want to not die. You've got a fast platform already. Could you have waves of enemies spawn and kind of slash through enemies? I want the main mechanic to be jumping. That's the thing. I don't want anything else. But if they kept spawning and you kept your combo as for long as possible, and it would be increasingly more difficult to be in there, then that could work. I just don't know how fun, like what would the environment look like? You know what I mean? But that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Voter day? What the fuck is a voter? Wouldn't a score system be the simplest solution to design? Yeah, that's pretty much what you guys are talking about. I think that's true. It would. But then how would because I want it to be procedural in some way. Because then it's fun to go in the arena or whatever it would be, and then just have it different every single time. That would be fun, right? But that's not a bad idea, actually. I like that a lot. A word new game? Yes, kind of. It's a little side quest. I've been working on it this is the third day that I was working on it. I can show you how it looks so far. We were doing collisions, like custom collision and detection and stuff. This is what it looks like. Don't mind the black bars, it's just because I'm in windowed. And the state thing is not gonna be there, of course. But it's very snappy, it's responsive, there's a bunch of things to help you navigate, and you can bounce off of enemies. I'm gonna teleport myself just to show it off. Oh wait, like this. Yeah, it's gonna be juicy. I'm just speedrunning it. I don't want to use a lot of time on this game. Fog of War, thank you. It's a vignetting effect that I made myself with dithering and stuff. And I can swap colors very easily. So if I want it to be blue, I can just drag in my palette and boom, now it's blue. And this one thing that I want to do, like I really want to do it, and that is that the player could make their own palette if they want to. Which would be a reward, because it would be very OP to be able to make everything white except the enemy or something. But I guess you could if you wanted to. I don't know, we'll see. Could work with a scrolling tower or something. A scrolling tower, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I'm gonna check it out in a bit. Either randomly generated arenas or even more simply randomly picked arenas from pre-made set. Yeah. What I was thinking is it would be would you be able to fall off? Is the question. Like, what is there a boundary or is it open? Because I think it would be harder if it was open and then you can get saved by an enemy going from below. That could be kind of fun, right? But yeah, no, I think it would be nice to like be able to just fall off the map. That could be kind of hard. And then it would be like maybe islands and they would spawn randomly or something, right? Or maybe it could be like a circle thing, like a void that you can't go into or something. That would be nice too, maybe, I think. Oh my god, I just got a really good idea for how it would open up. Imagine, I don't know how I would do this, but it would be a lot of shader magic. Imagine if the player starts falling and then falls onto a platform, and then the vignetting effect would open up and reveal the level, but it would make no fucking sense if you think about it, because if something was above you, you technically fell through it, but you didn't see it until it revealed itself. I think that would be really... It would look really cool, I think, so I'll think about that. But that's more of a like a flashy looking thing, more than a gameplay feature. But I think I like the idea a lot of it just being an arena thing. You're onto something. Yeah, I'll try that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the states, right? So we want this to be everywhere, pretty much. So let's do idle. Let's not make the bat dumb, so it can actually go towards us. Oh yeah, right. On ready bar player get tree. get first node in group. String name. Where is it? Which one is it? This one. Player. As player. There we go. Okay, it's very stupid because it doesn't have any collision detection or pathing or whatever, but it works. So we can't get damaged when we are standing or running, only when we're jumping or falling. So let's fix that. If if enemy, also Kagas, how's it going? Forgot to ask. How are you doing? If enemy collision data is not null, we want the player to handle state on enemy collision and return. I think that's how we do it. Yeah. And technically, I don't have to have this in here, but I am doing it just in case I do something below it, because in some cases there is one frame where it doesn't get rid of this state in time, and that's why I'm returning. I'm just saying, just in case, get rid of this get out of this update, this frame, if something else is supposed to happen. Right, so we should be able to take damage now. Right. I know exactly why, because we're not we're not moving. That's an issue. That's a bit of a problem that we have here. Because we need to be the one doing the collision. Oh wait, no. Oh no, yeah, we do. Because oh yeah, that's a problem. Wait a minute. I didn't think about that. How do I make it so... Is there like a... Where is it? Idle. Yeah, because our velocity is 0, which means we're not moving, which means we don't have collision information. That's a bit of an issue. Unless... Can we get normal collision data? Where's my player? Collision. I'm just gonna do this. Get last motion. Get... Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Good to know. Get slight collision. Get last slight collision. Get slight collision. What is the difference? Oh yeah, right. Get slight collision count. All collisions will be reported is... Wait, what? Oh, never mind. That's something else. That's a bit of an issue. Let's go one more up. Let's go physics body. No. It has move and collide, but that's not what we want. We just need the collisions, not... We don't want to move. There was something, like handle collision something something. Collision object? Get collision layer. Shape owners, whatever. Set collision layer. Is this it? No. Okay, let's GODOT for get collisions when not moving. You can enable keep active on collision disable modes. Can I? Is this here? How do I do that? Process maybe? Is that a way to do this? Always keep processing ignoring skin treat. Oh wait, that's something else. We want to check. You can enable keep active on collision disable modes. Where is that? Collision disable modes. Collision. There is no disable mode, there's priority. Did it change maybe? Collision disable modes. What? There's a safe margin. Oh wait, there it is. I'm stupid. Where is the keep active one? I don't see it. Why is it... What? There's only a remove and can make... Wait, what? Oh, can I open docs? Defines the behavior in physics when process mode is set to process mode disabled. So do I just keep active? Is that what's going on? No, that doesn't work. Oh wait, there is more. It just didn't scroll down. When node process is set to node process mode disabled, do not affect physics simulation. Well, that's great and all, but the issue is that I don't think that's what the I don't know if that's what I need. Hmm. I could technically move and collide all the time. Wait, but I am doing that. I am literally moving. Oh, move and slide, not move and collide. Oh, I could do this. I mean, yeah, move and collide. Yeah, sure. Is there a difference? What is the difference, actually? I've never seen that before. Moves the body based on velocity, and the body will... if the body collides with another, it will slide along the other body. Okay. But if we're not moving, then we don't care about that, because we're not moving. So what is the difference between that and move and collide? Moves the body along a vector motion in order to be frame independent physics process or non-process motion should be computed using delta, which returns a kinematic collision 2D which contains information about the collision when stopped or touched another body along the motion. Right. What if the motion vector is 0 though? If test only is true, the body does not move, but the would-be collision information is given. Right. Safe margin is if recovery as collision is true, any depenetration from the recovery phase is also reported as collision. Right. Sure, we can try that, because we're not moving anyways when we're in idle state, so we can say move collides vector motion would be 0. Test only true, because we don't want to actually move, even though we're not. And that's it. Is that gonna work? No. And I'm stuck. Oh, right, that's an issue. Velocity... oh, player velocity times delta. We should... no, we are not falling still. Let's get rid of that. Now we should... oh my god, that's not correct. Something is wrong. What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, motion. That's not velocity, is it? What is motion? Motion? Get last motion? Sure. Let's try it. Nope. That's a bit of a issue. But that's not even the worst part, because technically, if we say... actually, what if we do up? That's 1 pixel up, right? That's the motion. And then we do true. Why is it not working? That should be working, no? Unless the collisions... oh, wait a minute. It is working. because look, if we do var thing, look at this shit, and then we print it, right, even if we do 0, technically it should say, wait, what is it colliding with? Is it this? I think it is. How do can I get the collider? Yes, I can. If not null, that is. Or name? Or to string, maybe? Oh, str. Why not? Wait, what? Cannot call get collider on the null method. Oh, because, right. Wait, but what if... Oh, okay, I think I know what's going on. If thing. There we go. But that's gonna give us the first one, not all of them. Unless... No, it's just gonna give us the first one. That's a bit of a problem, because we need all of them. Not just one. Unless we do... Let's try the 1. Or up, I mean. Yeah, that works. Because that's up, not down, which means technically we are moving in that direction, right? But we're not. I wonder if I can do both. Yep. Sure looks like it. Oh yeah, right, but that's a bit of an issue. But that's fine, I think. It functions the same, I'm pretty sure. But we get collisions, which is what we want. How did I do that? What? That was weird. Okay. Oh, because it jumped. That's why. Well, we know what to do. We need the collision from this. So I'm just gonna mark it and leave it for the next time, I guess. I'm trying to think if there would ever be... Well, we can check what kind of collider it is, and if it's an enemy, then we do the thing. So it's basically the same thing as this, but like with the move and collide instead, and we're not actually moving. So it's test move, but... No, it is actually just test move. It is actually just test move, but we know information. Wait a minute. I just realized that's the same thing that I was trying to do. Like yesterday or 2 days ago. And I was like, that doesn't exist, but it does. It's just called something else. Well, good to know. Good to know. Anyways, it's fine. We're already doing it this way, so it should be fine. It's only gonna be on the idle state. Everything else we're moving, so it should be fine. Alright. Well, that was a success, I think. We got stuff done. I'm happy with how it went. So yeah. Let me... Right. Let's do a small raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Raid browser? That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Thanks everyone for hanging out and stopping by and stuff. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. So we'll see how that's gonna go, but yeah. I want to finish the collision stuff, so I'll work on the states where it can, when the player can get damaged and stuff, and then when that's done, we can make it look better, and then we can work on just the arena, I guess. And then the scoring system will come after, I think. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching and hanging out and stuff. And I'll see you on Monday probably, which is tomorrow, right? Sure is. Unless there is something that I have to do which I don't know about, but you will know if you will get notification on your phone or desktop or whatever, if you have that on. If not, then maybe we'll see each other. But yeah, anyways. Have a good one, everyone. Say hi to Witchit. She's playing Enshrouded. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.